Okay, so we've been talking about least squares regression lines, using those to predict what could possibly happen given a certain value. So, like in this situation, Mr. Templeton's Future Business Leaders Club is helping a frozen yogurt shop located near the school analyze how the business is affected by weather. The owner is wondering whether there is a relationship between the temperature and the number of customers that buy yogurt during 2 hours immediately after school. The FBLC collected the following data. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to figure out, all right, could I predict the number of customers based off the temperature? So we're going to be using a calculator on Desmos to help us do that, to find out what the least squares regression line so we can predict that. Okay, so and then we're going to be trying to answer these following questions afterwards, after we try to find out what the equation is. So this this document you guys have in the notes, I'm going to walk through that with you guys. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go to desmos.com/calculator. Okay. And what we're going to do is going to hit the plus sign. So I'm going to encourage you guys to try this as we go through this. And what I want to do is I want to put this table of information onto the calculator. So what we're going to do is after I hit the plus sign, I'm going to hit table. And I'm going to put the temperature in the X values and the number of customers in the Y values. And then I'm going to put the Y values. Okay. So after we do that, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to try to determine what the equation is for this. Now, I can actually see the points. What I would have to do is if you hit the minus sign, you will start to see the points pop up. So you could see that you could probably try to come up with what the line of best, I mean, you could see that it does have a relatively strong relationship between the points. But I want to find out what that equation is. So what I'm going to do is hit plus again. I'm going to hit the expression tool. And then I am going to press Y1. And you'll do this anytime for any type of equation. And then I'm going to hit the keyboard. And then I'm going to hit ABC. I'm going to hit this squiggle. And then y equals mx plus b is the form that we're trying to find. So in this case, we're going to do mx1. So it's going to be using the x values as the x1, and the y1 represents the y's, plus b. Okay? And you now get to see what that equation is. Or you get to see the line of best fit. And over here, this is telling me the equation. So this is saying that my y value is going to be equal to m, which looks like it's going to be 0.68577, times x plus b, which is 41.157. So the first thing that we were asked to do is determine what the equation is. And we get the equation to be 0.68x plus 41.577. Now, the second equation was asking us to interpret the slope. So the slope in this case was 0.68 right here. That's your slope. The slope means that for every degree the temperature goes up, which is the x value, so as much as the x value goes up, the y value is going to increase by that value. So the slope means that for every degree the temperature goes up, the number of customers increase by 0.68. Now, the next thing that we are going to be doing is trying to identify what the correlation is, which is the R value. And if you guys look at this printout that you guys got right here, here's your printout, you see R squared, and you guys will deal with that in future classes. It's called the coefficient of determination, which you guys don't need to worry about. This is the correlation value. is 0.8308. So with that correlation value of 0.8308, that is a strong positive, and it looks like it's a linear relationship based off my graph. Okay. So the next thing is, question 4 is asking us, using the equation you found, find the predicted number of customers when it is 60 degrees. So if I plug 60 into this equation, the equation that we got, I get 82.767. Okay. So how does that 82.77 or 67 compare to what the actual number was? So when it was 60 degrees, it was 85. So what do I notice about it? Well, it's about 2.3 customers smaller than what the actual is. Hopefully this helps out, guys. Have a great day.